Welcome to the Disaster News Network. Today is Sunday, June 1st. Well, here we go again. Today is not only the official start of hurricane season, but also only days before a giant storm, aptly named Cruella, is posed to cause huge problems for everyone and everything in her path. With Sandy still fresh in our minds, people are taking this storm seriously. As the real possibility of this impact crystallizes, coastal residents are evacuating while others take advantage of the swells to surf. Something, by the way, we do not recommend. And if you haven't already gotten supplies, you might now be out of luck. Currently, even the nation's capital is under a hurricane watch, which is expected to escalate to a warning later today. The storm is expected to bring heavy rain, flash floods, coastal and estuary flooding, high winds, and the threat of tornadoes to the area. The city is getting ready for the impending storm and placing agencies on alert. Mayor Vincent Gray told district residents, quote, "While we cannot predict with certainty the path of the hurricane, residents must be ready," end quote. Here now to fill us in on the details of the storm, as always, from our Storm Center is Janice Wallace. Janice, over to you.
Yes, Brian, this is a dangerous situation. Hurricane Cruella has regained some strength as predicted. She is currently a minimal Category 4, meaning winds have been recorded at 138 miles per hour. Cruella is located approximately 500 miles southeast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Look at that well-defined eye. We are starting to have more confidence in our prediction of it coming on shore in the mid-Atlantic between Virginia and New Jersey, with a possible hit on the nation's capital.
Thank you, Janice. We'd like to discuss the question, is the nation's capital at risk? Can it be impacted by a hurricane? Well, the answer is yes. In addition to damages from wind, people in and around the district should also be aware of the high likelihood of dangerous flooding, which, in Washington, D.C., there is a triple threat, putting even some of the most valued treasures at risk. Now, there are three types of flooding that can occur in the city, all of which could happen in a hurricane. Number one is overbank or riverine flooding. This type of flooding occurs when the river channels receive more rain than they can handle, or when the river channel is blocked and does not permit the water to flow through. Now, the second type of flooding is urban drainage flooding, also called interior drainage flooding. This happens when the sewer system, which was built to handle stormwater runoff, is overloaded or loses power. And finally, the district can experience tidal or storm surge flooding. Storm surge is an abnormal rise of water generated by a storm over and above the predicted astronomical tides. This rise in water level can cause extreme flooding in coastal areas, particularly when storm surge coincides with normal high tide, resulting in storm tides reaching up to 20 feet or more in some cases. Now, with regards to this storm, the timing of the rainfall and the surge will determine the impact in the district. Regardless, it appears Washington, D.C. will experience significant flooding. Forecasters are predicting that it will be record-breaking. This is a highly volatile situation. Please stay with us. We will be providing updates as they become available.